Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me today. And let me just share with you, man, for the last 15 minutes, I've been pacing in front of this camera. I told Clara, who runs this production area down here, I said, I'm standing up today. I can't even think about sitting down because I'm so fired up to cover what it is I'm going to talk to you about today. In fact, you can see I got some sweat lathered up. Not ashamed to show what it is because the kind of emotion that's running through me that I want to impart to you today, I think is what really freaking matters. And yesterday I had a conversation, a good buddy of mine, really good dude, runs an incredible team in Richmond, Virginia. His name is Clayton Gitz, G-I-T-S. If you want to look him up, they'll do about $200 million this year, small little team. But I said, Clayton, I'm getting ready to do 78 events this year, and I got a marketing piece I want you to take a look at, but what do you think the 3 or 4 things are, or what do you think the most important things are that if people saw a flyer or they saw tidbits on a website that would trigger them to come to my event, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, is he going to say artificial intelligence? Is he going to say, making sure your CRM and all the different lead aggregations and all the tools you use to mine your database are all connected into one thing? Modern day marketing, right? Facebook retargeting ads, right? And no, he didn't say that. He said, Pat, focus and consistency. I said, well, Clayton, you're preaching to the choir on that one, but that won't sell. People don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear discipline, focus. I'm going to go to a seminar, talk to some lame guy about focus and discipline. I already know that. But he's right. The other day, my son came home as a junior in high school, plays football. And when you play football, it's a highly, highly emotional game. And coaches and players, they drop F-bombs, right? And so he was talking at home at dinner. We always talk when I take him home from practice and he dropped the F-bomb. I said, ew, you got to lose that. I said, there's 2 types of the word fuck. There's the kind you just said, which sounds bad. I don't ever want you talking like that. And there's the passionate F-bomb, which I love. And to be candid with you. And I may drop a few today, just so you know, out of passion. I'll tell you guys, Clayton Gitz had $10,000 in cash and unbelievable amounts of debt just 10 years ago when he decided and made the decision to be great. Because coming in here today, I thought, well, let's cover the scripts, right? Let's cover the dialogue. How did he go from highly successful or moderately successful in the pharmaceutical industry, which I think he was in prior to real estate, to wanting to be an entrepreneur, getting in real estate and falling flat on his ass, to incredible joy, an unbelievable home in Richmond, Virginia, unbelievable leadership qualities, unbelievable amounts of money, unbelievable people around him, an unbelievable team. He lives an unbelievable, which I hate that word, it's an incredible lifestyle. Why does it belong to him and not you? And what does it take to actually get there? I can share with you firsthand when the mortgage and real estate market crashed. One day I had to wake up, open the door, fire 50 freaking employees. 0 money. We thought we'd take the money we had and keep doubling down. It's going to come back. And then we ran out of money. We had to fire employees. And I went from incredible wealth to incredible debt. What do? Do you blame? Or do you pick your ass up, dust yourself off, and re-engage? Who hasn't been through tough times? Everybody has. Everybody goes through areas of their life. But why are you on? What do you want? Do you want abundance? Do you want to just sit and learn and never apply? Because at some point in time, we just got to draw a line in the sand and say, I'm going to get fucking mad. In a good way. And say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to fail. I'm going to pick up the phone. I'm going to do the things I need to do to take me to where I want to go. Yet when we talk to our kids, we want them to be the best, do the best, put the work in, put the time, perform to the best of their abilities. And if that's the expectation we hold them to, the question is, are you holding yourself to that same level of expectation? Right? Typically not. You got to get freaking mad in a good way. And we have to stop blaming. I'm coaching this lady. She used to be on the mountain too. Oh my God, American Express Black Card, 30 grand a month on this, that, and the other thing, notoriety, accolades, and it all came down, crashing down on her. She ended up with nothing, team's gone. I talked to you a little bit about this particular client the other day. And you know, all I hear from her freaking mouth is blame. I just need to get this. I need you to do this for me. I need the scripts. So everything you wanted, I gave to you. But what have you done with it? All I hear is blame. I want to talk about sensitivity because sensitivity equals poverty. Stop being so sensitive. Stop trying to be everyone's friend. Stop trying everybody to like you and admire you. Just go and do the work. We got to get a little hard and have a competitive fire inside of us. It wakes up and says, you know what? I'm going to sweat a little bit. I'm going to get in the game. I'm in the right physiological state. I'm going to pound the phones. And I'm going to search for negativity. I'm okay with failure, but I'm going to take action like a madman or a madwoman. That's what it takes. What would you do what would your day look like if you knew you couldn't fail? If you woke up and you knew if I called somebody, they're all going to say yes. Every one of them is going to book an appointment with me. If I go on 3 listing appointments, every one of them was going to list with me. Would you do it? Of course you would. You would look forward to it. But if you're waking up with stress, anxiety, pressure, self-doubt, confusion, what am I going to do? What should I do? Should I do this? Should I do that? What do I need to do? Ready, aim, 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 aim all freaking day? And not fire? You have to have failure. It is a good thing. And when people come on these training sessions, most people, they want scripts, they want techniques, they want strategies. And I'm here to tell you, that is not the biggest problem. Because I've been doing this for 18 years. You want somebody to coddle you and hold you and, oh, it's okay, you're going to be great, you can do it. I've never seen that work. I've been in the development business my whole career. I've never seen somebody that just, oh yeah, no, just do this. And not everybody, because you didn't get mad. Nobody challenged you. Nobody got in your face and said, you suck right now. Your mindset sucks. Your activity sucks. You're blaming everybody. And we have an economy that's been crushing it. What are we doing to leverage this opportunity? That's what we need. That's what I needed. I need somebody to get in my face and tell me I sucked. My attitude sucked. My actions sucked. And challenge me. Anytime we grow, we need that somebody that comes in like a hurricane and slap us around a little bit and tell us it's okay, but you're doing all the wrong things. You're thinking all the wrong things. You gotta get mad and competitive. You're in business. You're not a librarian, right? You're not digging ditches. We're in business. You're going to eat or you're going to get eaten. You're going to get trampled on, or you're the one running. What are your competitors doing? Are they getting up early and exercising, eating good meals, going to the gym, picking up the phones consistently? Right? Oh yeah, we can look at all the great realtors this market. Oh, they got money. It takes money to make money. Bullshit. It takes balls. It takes intestinal fortitude. It takes a willingness to win. It takes a willingness to practice. It takes a willingness to accept no. It takes a willingness to go through negativity and letdowns and failure. That's what it takes. You want the reality. I'm telling you the truth. Do we need leadership and principles and guiding light and uplifting? Of course we do. But do we need sometimes somebody to say, you know what? You suck right now. And it's okay. But do you want to get better? My question to you, do you have a lack of money? And lack of money can be an all-consuming thing. It's there when you go to bed. It's there when you wake up. It's there when you talk to your spouse. It's always there. And lack of money causes worries, anxieties, fights. As a result, many divorces are a result of lack of money. And yet we have this thing called the universal law of cause and effect that says in life, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. If I take the right actions, I get the right results. If I take the wrong or no actions, I get the wrong results. If sometimes I take the right actions and sometimes I take no action, I get mediocre results. And so if that's a law, we can look to the fact that we don't have lack of money is because you're not doing the right things and you're not doing them on a consistent basis. You're dabbling. You're dabbling. Lack of balance. And then you got this. Are you leveraging yourself? Because you're making money is not going to make you happy. It doesn't give you joy. It doesn't. We have to do things quick, hit it hard, hit it with intensity, and get out and be with our family. It takes systems and processes and clarity and planning and getting up a little bit earlier and thinking about your day. Do we have lack of control? Right? Most people react all day long. They're not proactive. People tugging and pulling us in 15 different directions. Do you have a lack of momentum in your life and business right now? Right? And building momentum is the toughest freaking thing. Building momentum means we have to pound the phones. Where is it? I gave it the other day. We have got to hit the phones 9 to noon every single day. And I'll use the word that Clayton said to me yesterday. He said, Pat, I barricaded myself. Barricade. And 9 to noon every day when I really decided that he was going to be great. From 9 to noon every single day, he was pounding the phones. That's what it takes. What would your day look like if you knew you couldn't fail? Do you have a lack of energy? If you have a lack of energy, you got to give energy to have energy. You got to go to the gym and exude energy to have it come back tenfold. You want to get money, you got to give money. You can't just go and take deposits out of the bank or withdrawals out of the bank. We have to make deposits first. Are you taking care of your body? Are you in the right frame of mind? And to go to point B, if you're at point A and you came on because you want to get better, it's really 4 things. It's having clear personal and professional goals, number 1. Number 2, it's having a clear business plan. Inside of that business plan is your marketing plan that says, which areas am I going to attack like a dog? So we have our goals, our plan of how those goals are going to become realized, and then it's the systems. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big system. I'm probably one of the most believers in systems and processes of anyone you'll ever meet. We have to have a system for attacking FSBOs, a system for attacking expireds. We have to have a system for attacking the listing side, a system for our past clients, people we know, a system for Facebook ads. And that's all done through what I do right, what I do wrong, tweaking. From a marketing perspective, it's A/B testing until you down that combination where it's predictable and duplicatable. A system for how we're handling buyers, a system for what we do after that listing presentation. You have to have systems for everything, and that's we're going to drill train that. Okay, for the next several weeks, I'm going to hop off mindset and dive into systems. Systems. And we have to hone and own those systems. We have to practice. If you're not willing to practice, don't ever come on one of these ever again, because it's not going to convert into money. You want someone to get in your face and tell you got to practice every day, I'm your guy. You have to practice every single day. And you own it. When you own things, nobody can take it away from you. When you are a black belt at sales, there's nobody that can say something to you in a buying scenario or on the phones or in person that you can't overcome and give massive clarity and tie it down and get them to say yes. Because you own that skill, you own that verbiage, you own that dialogue. And if you don't own it, you're only going to get yeses from the people that are pikers. You can't make big money with pikers. The triple class A referred lead, anyone can sell that. Salesmanship comes from digging down deep into somebody who just decided they weren't even going to use you, and they kept the appointment anyway and selling that person. Not through salesy, not through pressure, not through you got to sign, cheesy techniques, but through a loving, serving mindset. And an unwaverable set of words that are specifically designed to sequence them down to a predetermined path and give them massive emotional and massive logical clarity. Pat, what would you recommend? I want to get to the point A. I want to go to point B, right? Number one, stop trying to please everyone. This was me to the nth degree. Guilty as charged. I just loved everybody and I want everyone to love me. For years, I was always the peacemaker. Didn't like confrontation, didn't like when people confronted each other, made me uncomfortable. And it hurt me. We have to stop trying to please everyone. We have to have our goals and we got to go. We have to seek failure through action. We got to be okay with failure. I was on the phone role playing with Melissa out of Denver yesterday. She's a great, great realtor. She went from, being a team, an agent on a team and breaking away and completely on her own, scared to death. And now she's, I don't know, maybe $20 million producer plus in her first real year of doing it on her own, which I think is awesome. She said, I want to role play my script with you. I said, fantastic. And then we role played a little bit. I gave her some tips. I gave her some advice. And she goes, Pat, I'm so afraid to call people. I said, why? You have to have an abundant mindset. There's always going to be people to talk to. Always. It's an abundant world. There's always going to be real estate transactions happen all the time. It's like the financial services industry. People are always buying and selling. As long as people are always buying and selling, you always have people to talk to. And you can re-engage them too, by the way. You have to start somewhere and you got to be willing to accept failure and being not good. Now, we went through that script and I got to really understand her psychology. But I said, your words and your script have to match what you're saying. Because she said, John, I'm really excited about something I want to share. I said, you see how you said that? She goes, yeah. I said, I'm really excited. Doesn't sound like you're excited. Sounds like you're bored to death. Who the hell's going to follow you? John, I am really excited about something I'd like to share with you. If I sent you a video, would you watch it between now and 10 o'clock tomorrow and I gave you a call at 10 tomorrow, we can talk about it? That sounds exciting, right? Your words have to match the words you write have to match the emotion. Hammer the phones. I mean, what else I have to tell you? The best of the best salespeople work the phones like a dog. You have to work the phones and commit to doing it and take honor in that. You want to talk to people that love you all day long? Where the hell's that going to take you? You want to take people where you know they're going to say yes? And you know you don't really have to be that scripted? How easy is it to call, hey, John, you and I haven't met. We have a mutual friend, Jimmy Smith. Yeah, Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy's great. Yeah, Jimmy's the best friend of mine. We played golf for 20 years. Listen, he said you were looking to sell your house. He told me a little bit about your situation. I'd love to come by, take a look at it, see if I can help you out. Do you have time later this afternoon? Sure, Pat. Who the hell can't make that call? Piker. What kind of money do you want to make, guys? What kind of money? Do you want to make 50 grand a year? Me personally, if all I want to do is make 50 grand a year, I wouldn't go into business or real estate. I can get a base salary and hide all day long like everybody else and make 50 grand. All right. And that's not to knock that income, but what is your goal? Right? Some people, their goal is to, like my little brother, he's a school teacher, loves it, he's got a great life, right? I don't know what kind of money he makes, but I do know that he's one hell of a teacher. He also coaches football. It's awesome. He loves it. He set the goal, he's accomplished his goal, and he has a pathway. That's success. But you chose to be a realtor. You chose to be a loan originator. All right? Success is not, once you make $500,000, you're successful. Success is the accomplishment of any worthwhile personal goal. It's doing your best to be your best every single day. And if you're doing that every single day and you have joy in the process of doing that, you are tremendously successful. Money is the expression of your joy. And if you don't have joy right now, it's because you're doing administrative tasks all damn day. Or nothing. Or stressing. Or aiming. Buying. Now, my good buddy of mine's in real estate. He goes, yeah, we were talking about, just realtors and blah, 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 blah. He said, Pat, he goes, realtors don't want leads, they want deals. I don't want leads. I want money, right? And he's a really funny guy, but it was kind of a great conversation, but I knew what he was saying, right? But Go back to that individual, that real estate agent that had built a successful team, lost everything, and she's blaming all damn day long, right? She spent money on all kinds of things. All kinds of leads are coming in. I'm like, you go on your dashboard, there's leads like, you call them? No. Do you know how to use your CRM? You're spending $600 a month on? No. You're using Agent Zip and you got leads coming in from there. Have you called those leads? No. Why? Oh, it's because, I got to get this right. All bullshit. It was all bullshit. I called her out and I said, I want you to just admit that you're freaking afraid. Because if you can admit point A, I'm scared to death to freaking pick up the phone pad. I've never done it. I used to have my teammates do it, and I went in and did listing presentations. That's my comfort zone. Say that, because I can work with that. We can overcome the fears. We can shift your mindset and help you to understand that failure is such a positive thing. You need failure, and it's okay. And you can actually have fun in the process and track your numbers. But this is business. It's a shrewd environment. But the reality is it's not tough. What you'll find in the process of doing this, we're in the people business. We're not in the real estate business. We're in the people business. Yes, are there jerks? Not a problem. But what you'll find is when your mind's in the right spot, you will attract people. You ever see somebody that's getting their ass kicked in life, what they say? Every single person I talked to is a jerk to me. This person said no. They said they were going to do it. They backed out on the deal. They're attracting shit, negativity, negative people. But yet when our mindset is in a positive spot and we love people and we're affirming that, and we tend to not have those people come in our lives. Or take a completely different approach with us because of who we are, because of our thought processes, because that's what we're commanding. Because people that are in the zone attract positive things, positive people, positive comments. You have to focus on what you want versus thinking about what you lack. People are like, oh my God, I got credit card debt, I got that, I got mortgage to pay is coming up, I don't have enough in the pipeline right now. And they wake up with that level of stress and anxiety. How are you going to, you're not going to pick up the phone, because then if you get no's, it's just more pile of shit on top of shit. So we have to think about and wake up with gratitude and understand that we're put on this world. The greatest shame is untapped potential. Because we're put on this world to realize our full potential and to access and harness the power of this amazing thing called our brain and our spirit. And once we become in alignment with our body and our mind and our spirit, when we become emotionally, intellectually, and physically aligned, you're indestructible. You'll find joy. But it's not, you know what, Pat's right. Maybe it's not real estate. Maybe I just don't enjoy real estate. And I say to you, really inspect that question, because you go somewhere else with the same mindset, the same attitudes, and you're going to find, well, I didn't really like that either. I thought that, that would bring me joy. And no. We're in the people business. It's a wonderful thing. Having people say yes and getting them in their first home is really fun, isn't it not? Having people selling their home and getting good dollars for it and helping people cash out so they can go on to their retirement, it's a good feeling, right? 90% of the time when we go to the closing table, it's a very positive experience. Granted, there's other situations that aren't where people have to sell a house, right? But that's also helping them. It's helping them get out of a situation that they're in. It's a problem that we're solving. What a wonderful industry that is. Right? What a wonderful industry real estate really is. What a wonderful thing that you can go to your son's game at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Or what a wonderful thing that if you busted your ass, you can say, you know what? I'm not working today. I'm not working today. I want you to not work in a day. I want you to take it off. I want you to reward yourself if you busted your ass. So I was thinking long and hard, and I talked to one of the guys upstairs. I'm like, I really want to talk about. He's really good on the phones. I'm going to bring him in yesterday. His name's John Didio. Really good on the phone. It's going to be me and John. We're going to role play scripts. buyer scripts, seller scripts, all right? And we're just gonna we're gonna grind it out. Believe you me, I'm a big believer in scripting, and you have to have that stuff. But I wanna make sure that we fully understand in life, in success and failure, the difference, the line of demarcation is making the freaking decision that you're gonna be a winner, that you're gonna win, that you're gonna do whatever it takes to win. Dig, scratch, claw. You don't need money. You need a mouth to make money in sales. Money is like gas. And once the fire is lit and you got a good little fire going, then you can pour a little gasoline on it. Little Facebook ads, little retargeting ads, some technology integration, right? Then you can talk about leveraging yourself, bringing people on, either creating a team or going to a company like Keller or EXP where you can recruit and leverage people in that fashion, or leverage yourself by doing rental properties, or leverage yourself by in making really good sound investments. But we have to begin to leverage. We want to get in that Kiyosaki quadrant where our money's being put into the quadrant where our money's making us more money. But focus on what you want versus what you lack. How do we do that? You give a lot of concentrated effort towards it. And this is where we're going to end off today. Number one, stop blaming. Don't blame me. Don't blame the market. Don't blame the economy. Don't blame where you live. Don't blame, the person that screwed you over. Don't blame the person that hurt your feelings. You got to let it go. Forget it. Forgive. Forgive yourself on the shit you did. And free your mind and your spirit up so you can do the things. If we can get that mind clean and we can help you really, really focus on the fact that this is a great world and there's great things that happen, and there's great people, and there's lots of good things you can do with your life and your money and the recognition of your full potential. Number two is make the effing decision. Make a real hard stance. You know what? He's right. That's me. I'm doing it. I am really going to make the decision. And know that it's going to be tough out of the gate and easy the rest of your career. That's why we do this 90 days. We want this 90 days to be hell for you. Tough words, tough actions, tough practice. If you don't like it, tough shit. Then it's not for you. But then it's also bringing you back in and saying, all right, here's what we got to do. Here's the phone script. Here's the objection handling. Rep it out. By the way, it's not like one magical script. There's a lot of ways you can say a given script. Once you understand the fundamentals and the psychology, you can word things many ways. But if you're not good on the phone, stick to what works, what we know works, and what the guys up and the girls upstairs do all day long. Fail. And be okay with failure. Shift your mindset in terms of how you're thinking about failure, how you're viewing failure. It's not here. It's not about you. It's next. Great. Book 1 out of 15. I got 14 no's. Can't wait to talk to this next one. Once you know your numbers, that's why you got to track your numbers, because once you'll start to see these trends, you'll know these are the numbers for my business. That's predictability and duplication. We have to shift our mindset and figure out you may sound like crap. It's okay. You may try to overcome an objection and it was terrible. That's okay. Do it again. And a little bit better. Do it again. Do it a little bit better. Do it again. Do a little bit better. And you'll walk through the stages of unconsciously incompetent, right, to consciously incompetent to unconsciously competent. Unconsciously competent is where you own it and it just becomes you. It's natural, and that's really when the fun begins. But what does it take, guys? It takes 90 days. And I'm not swearing and cussing and driving this level of emotion because I don't like people. I do this for a living. I've been developing people for 18 years because I love people. And when you look at times in our lives and we say, okay, I'm in a rut, or I know there's more inside this tank, we need somebody to shake us every once in a while. We do. From what I've seen, the coddling, it hasn't worked. I look at it like, we don't want to. Again, go back to what I said earlier. If I'm here to try to please all of you, I suck as a coach if that's me. I got to tell you what you need to hear. You got to shift it and come to like what's called a pattern interrupt. Be like, you know what? You know there's more inside. You know you're cheating yourself. You know you're not doing all the things that are required of you that you should be doing, right? But then we tell our kids that they should, I want you to follow best practice. I want you to enjoy what you're doing. I want you to excel and succeed and to be your best. And then they go to school and we're looking at freaking Instagram all damn day or Facebook all damn day or checking emails all damn day, having a 2-hour lunch every day. That's got to stop. Pound the phones. Oh no, Pat, that's not my. I'm kind of a worm. I'm not really a sales. Do it in your own way. I'm not saying you have to be harsh or brash or have my style when I talk on the phone or John's style. Everybody's got their own method, but do the actions, activities. Ask people for help. Ask them for referrals. Ask them to promote your business. Give value in their lives. Don't just pop in after 2 years and not talking to somebody and then ask them for help. Do the Coach Pat Advocate program. You're going to talk to them every 45 days. You're going to recommend the vendors. I went through the whole program. How many of you done it? That's why I had to come back to here because I know this business and I know people. If you just teach people one time, everybody's like, that's a great idea, Pat. That's a great idea. I come back in their lives 2 months later, walk me through what you can do, role play with me the script that you use to touch base with people, with your past clients every 45 days. Go. Well, I got to be honest with you, Pat. I just got a couple things I was putting in motion first, and I had to get this done, and I was pebbling my shoe, the sun shining in my face, right? That's why I'm having this conversation with you today. You got to get mad. Just do it. Watch what happens. And don't say, oh, yeah, I did it. It didn't work for me. It must have worked for Pat. Carlos Justos, who came to this country, didn't know a single soul, became a filthy, stinking rich millionaire. I know it worked for him. But I tried it, man. The system didn't work. If I had a nickel for every realtor that told me it didn't work. I was on a technology company, right? I'm friends with their CEO, and I know a buddy of mine spends 10 grand a month with them, and he's producing great results. And I see a comment of, oh yeah, don't buy from them, man. Don't buy from them. It didn't work at all for me. And a couple other people chimed in, yeah, me either, right? It's not that it didn't work for them, it's that you didn't work. But you see what I'm saying? There's so much. Look at the comments of the real estate. Look at how many agents out there with their negative, filthy mouths and comments, hammering companies, hammering people, hammering, right? And usually I'll have somebody spot check, go check out their production levels. Take a look at that person with that negative comment. Go check out their production levels, see where they're at. Inevitably, they're always the people that are sucking wind in real estate, right? And if you got time to actually go online and bullshit and drive people down and talk negatively and all that stuff, that's the problem. So who are we hanging out with? Are you hanging out with turkeys or eagles, right? Start giving real concentrated focus on who you're hanging out with. Are they making you better, encouraging you? Or are they negative? Think about the number of people that talk poorly of other people. They talk poorly about themselves. We're going to wrap up today, guys, but I couldn't wait to have this conversation with you because when my conversation with Clayton, I was reminded, I know that. So what he said is, to be honest with you, it's consistency, focus, and discipline, Pat. And we talk about this ad nauseum. What really people need is training here, Pat, is what he's saying. But everybody wants that shiny ball because it is a way to mask their inadequacies and comfort zones. Oh, that ought to work. If that's what he's doing, I need that. He's doing well with that. And then they come back, well, it didn't work for me like it was working for him, right? Systems, technology, and tools are incredible today. In fact, technology today, the things that we offer, artificial intelligence, data cleansing, and automatic systems that will literally scour the internet and populate your database with updated information, cell phone, address, names, emails, right? That was something that only big box companies could afford to do years and years ago. And the artificial intelligence didn't even exist. But now you're telling me that artificial intelligence can go through the database and identify about what you're saying, what you're doing, what actions you're taking as a consumer, and trigger somebody that says, yep, this person wants to buy real estate. How unbelievable is that? You can spend a fraction of what a radio campaign used to be and have access to that. And realtors, we as realtors, we get spoiled. We get people invest multi-millions of dollars into technology to offer it to you for like a small monthly fee. And it costs millions to create. People are like, oh, well, I can't have that. No, you know what I mean? But we have to get good at our skills. We can, and I always start people there first. And then you can pour technology and systems so that you can run faster with ease, so that it doesn't bog you down, so that you're doing administrative tasks and duties, that everything's quicker. And when you're quicker, guess what it provides? More time at the dinner table with the family. Guys, I want to hear from you. I want to hear what you like, what you didn't like, man. And just know that when I drop an F-bomb, it's out of complete passion and just wanting to just bring you back in and get you doing the things you know you should be doing. And I don't care how old you are, it's never too late to start. Never too late to say, you know what? I'm going to go on a run right now. I'm going to make the decision. Doesn't matter how old you are. Stop looking at your age as a number and just start looking at your potential and what you're doing in relationship to that. What do you want to have happen? And it can happen fast. You can turn on a spigot and have the water flow or the fire hydrant spray on you so much love, so much joy, so much money, so much abundance really fast if you make the decision and are just willing to do the things. And by the way, it doesn't mean you have to work 100 hours a week. Because if we're focused on high path activities, we're gonna crush sales. We can offload all the administrative tasks to people that want to work for administrative wages. All right. God bless, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. Please share your comments, thumbs up, heart, joy, comments, questions. We need interaction. And I hope to God you got something out of this. I hope to God I just reached inside your head today and said, you know what? There's more. And I am making the decision today. Peace out, guys. Have an awesome day.